Hi, I'm Karen Sutherland from Edible Eden Design, and today I'm going to take you through our recommendations for how to attach our lovely Corflute signs to timber garden stakes with these screws that we send out with the signs to you. So let's take a look at what we need beside the sign. The main thing we're going to need is a timber garden stake. Now, I like to recommend hardwood stakes because they will last longer in the garden. I also like to recommend stakes that are about 25 mil, this one, 25 mil by 25 mil. I also recommend that you look down the stakes when purchasing them to make sure that they are relatively straight so that they will be able to be hammered into the ground properly, as a lot of the stakes for sale now, unfortunately, are quite inferior quality. As far as tools go, you'll need a small drill with a 2.5mm drill bit for pre-drilling the holes that the screws are going to go into. This avoids the timber stake splitting. And then to screw the screws in through the Corflute into the stake, you'll need a number 2 Phillips bit, or if you don't have a driver, you can use the bit in the drill by changing them over, or you can also use a number 2 Phillips screwdriver. We supply 2 screws for each sign and usually a couple of spare ones as well, just in case something goes wrong or you lose one. For this job, you'll need the screws. You'll also need a small square or set square to help get the screws in the right position on the sign, and a little marker to assist with marking where the drill holes are going to go. Let's take a look at the 2 different options you've got for where the sign goes. Now, a lot of people have the sign slightly down from the top because they don't feel as confident with their hammer skills when they're tapping the stake into the ground. I, for neatness, like to go to the top of the stake, but then you do have to be quite careful so as not to damage the top of the Corflute sign. Now we're going to go ahead and mark where the screws are going to go. So we always measure to the middle of each sign because they vary ever so slightly in production. And then in the middle of the white section, we mark, that one's been done previously, we mark, that's where the screw is going to go through. And then we use a set square, like so, to make sure that the 2 points are lined up. Now let's get on drilling the holes so we can put this sign on. So you line up the pre-marked hole, or the mark, with the centre of the stake, and then pop the drill in there and drill quickly so as not to break your drill bit. Now we're going to get the sign onto the stake. So we start off the screw by hand because it's a little bit more controllable, and then line up the screw with the hole, and using our driver the last bit, if you like, you can do by hand because it avoids the issue of potentially punching through the Corflute, which is very soft, and you can see it's just starting to imprint it there. You can just see it. Oops. Okay, that's hard enough. Now we can line up the other point and drill the hole. These stakes are quite old, so they're a bit tough. Then we can put the last screw in. Ta-da! Ready to tap delicately into the ground.